All right, morning everyone. Welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host, Tone Vays. Man, what a Valentine's Day yesterday, and Bitcoin did not disappoint at all. We're gonna talk about that. So let's go straight to the charts. I guess I should pull up Twitter and start there with my absolutely favorite account to follow, which is Clown World. Does anyone have any doubts? CWT, Clown World today. There it is right now. We're going to screenshot. Right there. And without disappointment, Canada is going to drive Bitcoin to the next level. Now, I got to say, this is the kind of stuff I've been talking about for over 5 years. Over 5 years. I really thought this would be more Europe-driven than Canada-driven. But hey, Canada, Australia, Europe, they are all following the same political playbook. So expect this out of all of those countries. New Zealand, Australia, Canada, and all of Western Europe, like all of it. From Portugal through Germany, through France, through Spain, all the way into Eastern Europe, because the Eastern European bloc still remembers what it was like under communism. So I have a little more hope for that region than the rest of Europe. And now, unless this completely implodes in Canada, if this completely implodes in Canada, then perhaps the other politicians that are following the same exact, World Economic Forum playbook will not do this. But hey, all the power to them. This is great for those that are holding Bitcoin. This is great for those looking to learn Bitcoin. And the concept of unconfiscatable has never been more relevant than now outside of an event in 2013, which was the Cyprus banking confiscation of Bitcoin, which is how I realized that unconfiscatability is Bitcoin's most important property. So to sum up, Canada plans to treat every single person who wants to have some freedom as a domestic terrorist, and they're going to shut down their ability to spend money. Now, this is literally what the CBDCs are looking to create. We've been talking about this as far back as 2015. None of this is new. I'm just surprised it took this long. So this is great. All right. Hey, thank you very much for joining, guys. I see some moderators. I see Brian. Welcome, Miss Teen Crypto. Recognize a few more names. So awesome. Thank you so much for joining. So the moment this happened, the moment I saw it, and I saw it like, I don't know, an hour late, I immediately tweeted out, wow, I can't wait to see Bitcoin pop to the upside. And it already did. It already moved up 1,000 when I sent it my tweets. So if you go to my Twitter profile, then we're going to go to the charts. Right. It's really ironic. We're getting a bunch of cold cards from CoinKite, which is a Canadian company. So we have cold cards on the way to Las Vegas as giveaways. Not everyone's going to get a cold card. Everyone is going to get a Jade. Everyone's going to get a Jade hardware wallet. Everyone's going to get a cold. But I feel bad. I want to send the cold cards back to Canada because they clearly need them more than the people in the US at this point. So I wrote, can't wait to watch Bitcoin price spike as this starts getting enforced. So I sent this 14 hours ago. So this was, oh man, I wonder what time it was exactly. Oh, it tells me what time it was exactly. Beautiful. 8:45 p.m. Last night, Eastern time. My computer is always on Eastern time. So here's why I need that timestamp. Because what I'm going to do is, because without cheating, I am going to allocate another 20% bullish. Remember, we were counterplating, allocating under the 20%. And I said I'd rather be cautious. But after that news broke, okay, so I need to see what the price was on Bitcoin at just before 9 p.m. So just before 9 p.m. last night, this is 6, 7, this was the first pop. This is the 4 hour. So this is the 1 hour. Right. So this is the 8 p.m. candle. Right. So we had already one up. I wish I tweeted it out earlier. I would have had I seen the news. So that means I tweeted it out around here when Bitcoin was 43 and a half, right there, 43 and a half. So the reason why I need that number is over here, I'm going to put an arrow to allocating another 20%. And I'm going to do it without cheating right at 43 and a half. I wish I can do it earlier, but that's what I sent the tweet. So right there, and this needs to go here. This needs to go here. And this will now go there. So now we have a 60% bullish allocation. 60. Okay. Also, Willy Woo sent out his newsletter, I think yesterday or 2 days ago. I don't know how many, I'm not going to divulge the inside of that letter, but those of you that read it, and you understand that I'm not swayed by other people's analysis. I am 80 to 90% my own thinking, and maybe I pay attention to guys like Willie and the rest. Okay, so those of you that do follow his newsletter know that him and I have not always been on the same page as to the future direction of price, and I stuck to my own views. That's why we were completely cash here, tried to go long here, it failed, back to cash right away, and now we've been allocating into the bullish position ever since, and I really like this. Normally, I want to wait till the end of this candle, but I'm afraid this candle can run away. So I don't want to be in a position of fear of missing out. We are 60%. If this candle closes anywhere near where we are right now, or goes up even more, when the next candle begins, you can see how the intermediate term moving average now begins to rise. That was my biggest criteria. Now, we will not go more than 60%. Probably not. Okay. I might make an exception up to 70, 75%, but I'm not going to go above 80%. Until we are above the long-term moving average. And I will not go 100% until all the moving averages have crossed each other. They are all rising, and the price is above all of them. Notice the last time this portfolio went 100% bullish. It only went 100% bullish here when the price was above all three moving averages. All three were rising, and all three were in proper order, with the shortest on top, then the intermediate, and then the long term. This is the only criteria that allows me to be 100% long in my portfolio of the entire portfolio in an asset. This generally applies to any asset, but the more diversified the asset, the safer it is. So, for example, S&P 500 is a diversified asset. Tesla stock is not a diversified asset. Bitcoin is a diversified asset, contrary to silly beliefs. Gold is also a pretty diversified asset in itself, because all the other precious metals are not gold. They're fake gold, even silver, just like Ethereum is fake Bitcoin. Now, you can make a case for platinum, though I wouldn't. I would make a case for palladium, but that's not exactly a precious metal. We're just talking silver, gold, and platinum. And I would not diversify the three. I would pick the leader, which is just gold. Same with Bitcoin. I would not diversify into a crypto portfolio. I would only stick to Bitcoin. And to me, Bitcoin is a pretty safe asset, especially when you use it in this way with proper allocations. So I would only consider 100%. Now, you could also diversify your entire portfolio. You can say, I will never contribute more than 30% of my portfolio to Bitcoin. So that means when this hits 100%, that means you are 30% allocated to Bitcoin, not 100% of your portfolio, but 30% of your portfolio, but 100% of the 30% when it's rising and all the moving averages are rising. Okay, monthly chart. We're back in the middle of the triangle. We'll talk about it when the conference ends. Weekly chart. This is looking good. We still have a long way to go till the end of the week. I am hopeful. Anywhere above current close, I am bullish into next week. Anywhere above current close, I'm bullish into next week. And if we're bullish next week, we're gonna probably break the lucid SAR. That is like domino number 3 or 4. And then the final 2 dominoes would be breaking these moving averages and going above them. Okay, even if we're below the price. You can see how the $52,000 area is my moon zone. Anything above that line, I'm expecting a huge move to the upside above this line. Okay, that is my line. I don't need to wait for a new all-time high. At this point, going above this line is all I need. All I need is going above this line. And if we get rejected at the moving average and then fall down without breaking this low, the line would move to going above that new established high. But right now, that is my line. Okay. We already talked about the 4-day allocation chart. I'm going to promote Unconfiscatable. You can click on this play button. You get a video. The video has audio in it. You can mute that if you like. And there's our video of the prior event. You'll have to close that to scroll down. Ticket sales are starting to pick up nicely, guys. Grab your seat. The price may still rise right into the last minute because you're making it harder on us with last minute registrations. The speaker list is pretty much final now. Very few additions, subtractions at this point. So we're going to have a great time. Come and join us. Still seats at the poker tournament. You can sign up for that by clicking on this banner. Carnivory dinner all sold out, guys. Okay. Oh, sponsor interview coming up. I will be interviewing, you can look at our sponsors. I will be interviewing Brains and Slush. It's part of the same pool of companies. Oh, check this out. We added it. We have one more sponsor. This beautiful wine bottle. We got a few cases of these. And of course, if you are a product sponsor, by sending us awesome free merch, these will be presents. We're not going to be selling alcohol at the event, but some VIPs, some speakers will get one of these amazing bottles. This is so freaking cool. I actually have one. And I tasted the wine. The wine is excellent. So there's a link right there. Manos, shout out. Thank you for sending us a case of this wine. It is definitely worth $25 out of California. Really, really cool. Really cool. Beautiful bottle. Cool. We added it to the website. Wasn't sure if we were going to get it done this quickly. Like the bottle's just showing up. We weren't sure they got shipped. We're like, hey, let's follow up with the wine guys, see if they're gonna ship us the free wine. And it's like I had an email, like the wine has been delivered. Like, whoa, awesome. Like, we're not ready to promote. Someone is asking, is Trading MRI still live? Well, yeah, it's right here. The Trading MRI website. I used to have that Telegram group where we would post like free signals, but I had to like pay someone I like to do that, and like it was just too much of an expense, so I had to stop that. But the service is live. This is not built by me, but I will be using this a lot more once the conference ends. You'll see me use it live way more often. But check it out, tradingmri.com. So daily chart. Look at this. Thank you, Canada, for bouncing us right off the moving average. Now I was of course bullish going into this current candle. As you guys know, I was expecting us to bounce off this 50-period moving average. I don't like bouncing off declining moving averages, but we have spent decent enough time above it. We had 1, 2, 3 full candles above it, and most of these 2 candles were above it, and most of these 2 candles were above it. So that's a decent enough time on a daily basis to spend enough of moving average for it to act like support, even though it's declining. So therefore, I was already bullish here, and I become very bullish with a sustained close above this line. Okay, I no longer need this. This can now be lowered because we established a new swing high, and closes matter way more. So we're almost on the edge of breaking out above a resistance zone and then going right into this depth cross. I don't even think this depth cross is going to matter. But, you know, it is 3 moving averages, and I do pay attention to how they cross. Okay. 1 hour chart isn't really all that interesting. We are consolidating, and I think there will be another push later today off of this consolidation. 4 hour chart. 4 hour chart might be coming up on an MRI top. Let's wait for the indicator. This might have been it. Let's see what happens. I don't feel like counting in my head. Oh, almost. I almost got it. Yep. There's an MRI top on the 4 hour chart. We're looking for a 1 to 4 candle correction, which does somewhat explain a little bit of consolidation. And then I still think we're going to break out to the upside. Yes, that is correct, Andrew. There's a video of how much Trudeau praises and admires the authoritarian government of China. I think I liked the tweet. I like a lot of tweets, guys. So tweets, no, like tweets. I'm sure it's here somewhere. Oh, this is amazing, by the way. Right here. That's amazing. I'm not going to play the audio, but it's basically one of the politicians, I think Ford in Canada, saying that politicians don't question medical authorities. They just do what they say. And then there is an audio of 2 medical authorities, the chief health officer telling the chief medical officer, I just say whatever they write down for me. And he says, yes, same. So here are your top 2 medical personnel saying that they just say whatever they write down, whatever they means on their sheets of paper in their briefings. It's absolutely incredible. Oh man, where's that tweet of Trudeau? I hope I hit the like button. Nope, not that one. But that one was funny. I don't know who did this, but it's great. Man, I like too many. Man, I gotta find it somewhere. But there's definitely a video of Trudeau speaking about how he admires the Chinese government for their ability to just do whatever they want. All right, back to charts. GBTC is up and rallying, not as much as I would have thought. I really would have thought it would have gone up a little bit more, but look at the premium. The premium is rising. You still have, you know, a few, I don't know, miles to go, like, I don't know, maybe 100 kilometers to go to get back to break even. But I do believe that it will get there once FOMO sets in. Hey guys, if you want to support my work, check out products and services on-demand videos. These are paid videos on education about trading. I have a free Learn Trading section right here under Learn Trading, and on the MRI indicator as well. Oil. Yep, oil is on an MRI top. Been talking about this for a couple of days now, even last week. Well, that this was going to be the week that oil was going to pull back. I cannot see a pullback going down further than $83.50. That is pretty much my ultimate low for oil before it rallies over $100 a barrel. That is my oil outlook. Gold. Gold is almost at a buy point. Like, for example, I do think gold can deserve a bullish allocation. I just think Bitcoin is a much better position at the moment than gold. Gold has generally been a basket case and a terrible investment pretty much almost forever. The S&P 500 has been a better investment than gold pretty much for 100 years or more. Well, there was no S&P 500 100 years ago. There was the Dow. But the Dow has been a way better investment than gold at probably any point in history, except maybe if you bought gold in 2001. And that is a big maybe. Big maybe. We can test it real quick. We can go to the 12-month chart. We could see how much gold is up since here. I'll even cherry pick the lowest point. Yep, January 2001. And right now, gold is up 550%. That is a really, really good return. 550% in January 2001. Can the S&P beat that? We're going to find out. That is really, really the best. I mean, I can't cherry pick a better gold timing. Like, of course, you have to be lucky to go all in gold right here, January 2001. And it made you 550%. That is a great return. Let's look at the S&P 500. I'm curious. I'm really curious. We're going to go to the 12-month chart. And we're going to go to January 2001. Now, remember, that was a cherry-picked top for the S&P 500. So we cherry-picked the low for gold, just like we're going to cherry-pick the top for S&P. January 2001. And where are we now? We are at 240%. Right. So if you bought gold in early 2021, or in 2020, or at the end of 1999, you outperformed the S&P 500. You did. I'm not going to deny that. But if you had bought the S&P 500 a few years later, right here, and by the way, this does not include dividends. This does not include dividends. The dividends reinvested, this would actually beat it. Not including dividends, if you bought in 2003 instead, you're at 400% on the S&P. But gold was way higher in 2003. So once we move it to 2003, right? So a few more years later, 2003, right there. Now gold is up exactly like the S&P 500 is. Okay. So there you go. But at any other time in history, any other time, either going back into the 80s or as of 2003 or later, S&P outperformed gold. Like, you literally only have to buy in this zone, right? Ironically, this is where Peter Schiff bought all his gold. So, well, maybe a little bit earlier than that. Maybe like in the late 90s. So even if you bought the low in January 2015, your gold position is only up 70. Is it 70? Yeah. Your gold position is only up 75%. If you got the next best low in January 2015, your gold is up 75%. S&P from January 2015 is up 125%. So you almost doubled. That was 150. Oh, damn, wrong one. Actually, I'm not sure what that one is. I'm gonna delete that. What is this one? Come on. Oh, whoa, S&P is up way more. Oh, that's not 2000. Sorry, that's not 2015. Right there. S&P is up over 100%. So you beat it. You beat gold. And again, this is not dividend reinvested. Gold pays no dividend. These things pay dividends. And you can reinvest those. Gold's been a terrible investment. Terrible investment. Absolutely terrible. You can say, but it preserved my wealth. Yeah, but so did the S&P 500. It certainly preserved your wealth and made you money. And the reason this happens, and I've explained this many times, the reason this happens is because bad companies get kicked out of the S&P 500 and new profitable companies go in. There's a reason why the stock market always rises, because these indices are rebalanced. Where crappy companies leave, new companies come in. Tesla is in the S&P 500. So Bitcoin is in the S&P 500. MicroStrategies is in the S&P 500. So Bitcoin is in the S&P 500. Gold doesn't take any advantage of Bitcoin. The S&P 500 does. So as Bitcoin rises, that helps the S&P 500 rise. But as Bitcoin rises, that helps gold fall. KB is asking what year I purchased Bitcoin. I'm a broke bum, guys. I've never purchased Bitcoin. You can quote me on that, by the way. And S&P is up today as well. This is beautiful. See, Canadians are going to need a place to hide their money. And by hide their money, I mean hide it from the tyrannical government. And one of the places a Canadian can actually hide their money by investing it in American stock market, because Canadians have access to the American stock market. So you can kind of do that by putting it now. Canada can call up an American broker and say, this guy walked too close to a truck, so therefore we're gonna freeze all of his money. So you have to freeze all of his assets in your brokerage account. That phone call may not go very well, because then that American broker is going to be seen by American companies as catering to a foreign government. And that American broker could lose a lot of business from other American clients. So it would be very, very difficult to do. Ann.com, you are asking me if I like Monero. You must be so new to this channel that it pains me to have to inform you that you have only been watching me for about a month or two. If you have watched me longer than that, you would know my opinion on Monero. And since you're asking, it's the opposite of yours. If you are curious, Google crypto scam Monero and watch my explanation on how Monero works. Yes, you see, because I'm a public person, I have no problem maintaining my Bitcoin position in GBTC for many, many legal reasons and tax purposes. So as much as we make fun of GBTC, it's the price I pay for being a public YouTuber. I'm stuck in GBTC. All right, guys. I need to get back to working on the conference. Let me see. There was some stock I was going to look at for someone. I already forgot. Oh, well. I do want to glance at, sorry, real quick. But whatever this is, it's a time for a little pullback. How are our interest rates doing? Yep, interest rates rising again. That was just a one-day fluke. Yeah, if the interest rates are rising and the stock market is rising, the Fed will raise rates. They will raise rates because there are so many dumb people out there that think if the Fed raises the rate from 0 to 0.5%, that somehow their 7.5% inflation will go away, which is completely insane. It's a completely insane way of thinking. So what I want to take a look at is, I do want to take a look at Tesla. You know, Tesla could be a decent buy in the near future. This ridiculous quest of Western governments to force everyone buying a Tesla is only going to do good for Tesla stock. Nvidia was taking a big hit. They might be coming back. Twitter, really curious here. So Twitter bounced on earnings and it didn't amount to much. So, I mean, it's gone down so far. I don't think Twitter is going to go back to about $50 unless inflation causes that. USO is the oil ETF. Obviously down a little bit today. I like seeing the logos of these things. Okay, what we need to do is look at Tilray. I have no idea what that logo looks like, and Trump's company. I still don't understand why the logo isn't Trump's hair. Oh, this looks good. This looks good. A green star candle here. 1 to 4 candle correction is over. Textbook, 4 candles right there. Now, all we need is a nice bullish close followed by a green star candle, and we're good to go. DraftKings, the Super Bowl is over. DraftKings rallied with the Super Bowl. That should have been an obvious bet. Everyone wants to bet on a Super Bowl. Earnings is coming, but DraftKings has performed so poorly. I would be very optimistic that they're going to beat earnings expectations. Where's Tilray? Oh, a JMIA. Oh, this is interesting. JMIA, this would have been a little tough to navigate. The MRI buy came 1 candle too early, 1.5 candles too early. I like this. I do like it. Remember, on a monthly and a weekly, this was a good long-term purchase. I like JMIA right here. And still looking for Tilray. I can just type it in. TLRY. TLRY. I said this could be the trade of the year. It is going to come up on an MRI sell soon, but it's going to break both averages, and we're going to have a golden cross. So I continue to be bullish on Tilray. How can anyone be down bad on Tilray? Unless you like bought it back here and held through it, which would have been unadvisable because you guys know my view on markets. Once you break a floor, it goes down and goes down hard. And if you overslept this, you had an opportunity to get out on a pullback to the upside. So I don't understand how anyone could be down bad on Tilray unless it was a long-term hold way up there. All right. That's it for me, guys. Come out to Las Vegas. Such a cool wine bottle. We're going to have these. They are available for sale. Check that out. Also check out our other sponsors. Everyone's getting the Jade. Every attendee is going to get a Jade. They've been delivered. Well, some of them. Let me not promise too much. Every attendee is supposed to get a Jade. But we will not be mailing them to attendees if something happens bad with shipping. I'm sorry. This is like a gift if we can pull it off. Because we don't know your addresses. We don't have your personal information. And we're a small team. So if we have all the Jades, if not, they're going back to Blockstream. We're not going to keep them. The Jades are for you guys, for paid attendees. Let me clarify that as well. If you somehow got a free ticket through a giveaway or a media pass, or you found a way to weasel into the conference, no, we're not going to give you. We're not going to give you $100 worth of gifts for having a free ticket. But if you've paid for a ticket, you will be prioritized to get our gifts. We have enough Jades for. We're supposed to have enough Jades for everyone, assuming customs doesn't screw us over. And we will be giving them out to paid attendees first. Like we know who paid and who's getting in for free. Like we do have like speakers can bring a couple of guests, you know. But we try to take care of our paid people. Also check out our other Start 9. People were getting free tickets by buying a Start 9. So check them out. And also our media partners. Shout out to all of our media partners. I'm going to be on Spaces with Bitcoin Magazine later this week. And Swan, Bitcoin Magazine and Swan. Thank you guys for watching. And I will see you all on the next one. Bye, guys.